Up them poles on them, birdie.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here, what's good, y'all?
We live, baby.
It's me and Isaac. Everybody else has shit to do, so we gonna have like a shortened show. If anybody wants to hop on, let me know. Another vibe. Like, subscribe, and share. I don't know. Like, subscribe, and share, and
Where the hell's
we get wrapped. Isaac, we're just gonna go through last week's games.
Let's do it.
All right. Buffalo beat New England 24-10. That was Thursday night's game last week.
Oh man, I kind of expected Buffalo to win, but I didn't think it was gonna be a blowout like that. Like that division's kind of close and it's tough. I thought it'd be a closer game, but they blew them the fuck out.
That's a fact. What's good, Ashton?
What's good?
We were just talking about the Buffalo game real quick. I don't know if you had anything on it. They beat New England 24-10.
Y'all really got nothing on that one.
And I'm doing everything. I don't have Sean and Jake here to help me, so just bear with me. I'll get to the comments. I'm reading the games as well, so
All right, word.
get recognized. But next game, the Steelers beat the Falcons 19-16. This game was ugly as hell, but it was a shootout, I guess. Scrappy game. Not really a shootout. It's not really the right words to use, but scrappy game. I don't know.
It's a game that could have went either way, but yeah, it's good to see the Steelers are winning. The young course, they're doing good things together now. So
No, I agree. That game could have went anyway. The Falcons, they always gonna keep it close. They not far off, but the Steelers, they gotta figure something. I think they starting to click more on offense. Their defense, having TJ Watt back is huge.
yeah, hell yeah.
That's making them a lot better. They have Alex Highsmith, who's been balling too, on the other side of him. So,
fact, he's leading their team in sacks. I think. Or no, wait.
I think he's top 5.
Damn, that's good.
All right, so next game, ugly ass game. Lamar Jackson got hurt. Baltimore beats Denver 10-9. Stout defenses, mid ass offenses. The story's still true, man. If Denver just scores 19 points, man, they'd be like 10-1 right now. So
that's a crazy stat.
Yo, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's what they thought they did. They thought they changed their whole offense around by just getting Russ and a couple pieces, but their offense is worse.
Facts. What's Lamar's injury?
Not sure. I just know he's questionable. I got him on fantasy.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't really look into it that much this
Yeah,
week. Haven't had that much time, but
Know what his injury is?
with them, I feel like that kid Tyler Huntley,
What?
he's a dog.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He gets reps. He's gonna be good.
We got Beto Schefter here. He said it's a knee injury.
A knee injury.
Yeah.
No bueno.
If he's questionable, it can't be that serious. Because if it was serious, they would have ruled him out right away. So
yeah, Justin just said knee as well. So yeah,
but they do have the backup Huntley like projected to put up 17. So I'm guessing he's starting.
Yeah, he's probably gonna start. He's not. He's a serviceable start though as well.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best backups in the league.
Top 5. Next game we got Green Bay beating Chicago 28-19 in Justin Fields' return. I don't think he's fully 100%. Chicago's probably just kind of throwing in the towel.
Yeah, as they should. Green Bay should have won that. They look like they're getting better little by little. So
Chicago was up 16-3 at halftime.
Yeah, and then Christian Watson.
That's crazy because a lot of times when Green Bay be down, they give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts.
It's a new team. It's December, bro. This is different football.
Right. I think that receiving core is finally starting to gel with A-Rod.
I was gonna say that's the good thing about the young guys. They got they got heart, so they keep playing.
Next game, I think this score was a little more lopsided than I expected it to, but could have gone either way. Honestly, I didn't know who to pick, but Detroit smacks the Jags 40-14.
That one surprised me.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, but I thought on both sides.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was another one like Steelers and Falcons. They could have went either way, high scoring, but no, Detroit beat their ass.
All right, next game, Cleveland 27, Houston 14, and Deshaun Watson's return.
Man, we should have scored like damn near 50.
I think there was only 7 points of offensive scoring in this game.
Yeah, Cleveland's defense went crazy.
Yeah, and I think the 7 points came from Houston.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Donovan People-Jones had a kick return or a punt return touchdown.
Yes.
They had a punt return touchdown and I think like 3 defensive touchdowns.
But Deshaun played how I expected him to.
Yeah,
the first game back in so long.
Yeah.
Throws were short. He wasn't anticipating shit. You saw his extend the play ability. That's still there. You know what I mean? That's not going to go anywhere. But he just needs timing.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing with those receivers, so
he hasn't even been able to practice with them. So
yeah.
Right, other than the frigging couple workouts they had before the season started.
Facts. Next game. This game was close despite Mike White's play. I don't think he played terrible, but he turned the ball over a lot. The Vikings beat the Jets 27-22.
I'm actually watching that game right now.
Rewatching it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jets should have won that, man.
What happened to Sauce? Sauce get hurt?
I don't know. The game just started. I know on Sunday I was watching it up until the third, and Sauce was in.
I saw DJ Reed on Justin Jefferson a lot.
I seen earlier up in the game it was Sauce on Jefferson, but Sauce was giving him the work.
Facts.
Jefferson might have had 7 catches, but look at the yards he got. He ain't getting no run after the catch. He was getting shut down right there.
Absolutely. Sauce is him.
Saucy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin Jefferson had 7 for 45 and a touchdown. Jalen Reagor had 1 catch. was only 8 yards shy of what Jefferson had.
Damn.
That's wild. Louis said 11-1. Fuck out of here, Louis. Well, there's no Eagles fans on here, so we'll just get this one out of the way. The Eagles beat the Titans 35-10.
Good win.
Yeah, no, I agree. They
Nah,
are. They are.
That was
what
a good
they are.
win.
Yeah, they are what they are. Absolutely. Titans are a legit football team, man. They were a 1 seed last year. They got a good defense. That was a legit win. That's all I really got to say on that.
Sucks for them that they lost Harold Landry before the season, though.
Yeah, and AJ Brown went crazy. Good for him.
As he should.
Yeah, good for him. I thought it was funny as hell though that their GM got fired after that game.
Nah, that.
The
You know,
Titans got the
you know
cut.
what's crazy is AJ Brown balled out too, but so did Traylon Burks until that shot.
That's a fact. Traylon Burks he's been eating for the last 3 weeks. He was knocked out cold though.
Yeah,
That looked like a dead body. No lie.
Yeah, he fucked him up.
Next game, Seahawks 27, Rams 23.
The Rams put up more points than I thought.
Yeah, I didn't really see this game much. I was watching Niners Dolphins.
Definitely thought the Seahawks would have won by more.
Yeah.
I agree. Not even necessarily more. They put up the points that I thought they would. It's just the Rams scored more than I thought they would.
That's what I mean. Like, they allowed the Rams to score more than they should have.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, well, the next game, which I thought was honestly the game of the week probably, other than maybe Kansas City and the Bengals, but the Niners versus the Dolphins. Niners win 33-17. Brock Purdy stepped up. Jimmy G got hurt.
Yeah, I told you, man. Niners are a real deal in the NFC.
Yeah, the Niners might be the best team in the NFC. They might be the hottest team in football right now, too.
Yeah.
I called that win.
Yeah, despite that injury, I don't think anybody saw that happening.
No.
I think Brock Purdy can get it done, especially in that system. Majority of average quarterbacks can. You know what I mean?
Right. Shanahan's brought other, subpar average quarterbacks so far. It's his system. He plays to their strength.
Quarterback.
Cooper Rush could go there and snap.
Bro, he put Kirk Cousins,
who
we always talk about, Kirk Cousins, in position to get paid a first fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, Kirk got his bread.
Brought Matt Ryan to a Super Bowl.
Louis said the 49ers aren't a threat anymore.
He's crazy. He's just saying that just because the Eagles are 11-1, but they are. For the simple fact that they're playing this good with anybody under center, no other team could do that.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
No, they're the most complete team. Like
they are. Coaching, special teams, offense. Defense.
I think that's what it comes down to is coaching.
And I think Nick Bosa is the defensive player.
They were just in a Super Bowl 2-3 years ago. Don't forget that. And they've been
right.
Injuries derailed them the last 2 years. If they didn't have those injuries, they'd still be in contention these last 2 years as well, even with Garoppolo.
They were. Didn't they go to the NFC Chip last year?
They might have.
They beat the Cowboys and then they beat the Packers.
Did they?
They went to the NFC Chip last year, bro.
Oh, well, the year after after the Super Bowl when Kittle was out the whole year and Debo, that year they were bad the year after the Super Bowl just because of injuries. And then last year they were hurt in the beginning of the year. They made a run at the end. You can't count them. You just can't count them out, bro.
Louis said they're the most complete team. The fuck you talking about?
Is exactly what I just said.
No, he said the Eagles. He's talking about the Eagles.
Nah.
They one of.
Yeah, they are one of.
They're one of. But the Eagles, this is Yeah, hold your horses too. This is your first year together. The 49ers been doing this for years together with that core. So, like, and they went to the playoffs. They won multiple games in the playoffs in a season. Like they can win. They know when to win. They know how to win, and they done it together.
They've been there. They've been there before.
Yeah. So all
The
that
playoffs ain't gonna scare them.
That's not. Yeah, exactly. That's not gonna scare them.
They probably the most playoff ready team right now.
I agree.
Absolutely. Them are the Chiefs.
I agree.
Right
and
now,
I said it's going to be a rematch. That's what I'm still going for. I'm still going for a 49ers and Chiefs rematch. That's what I see, and that's what I'm going to still call until I see anything otherwise.
We'll roll into the next game, and that's Chiefs losing to the Bengals 24-27. Two more of the two hottest teams in football right now, I think.
Yeah. That was a good
game. Caliber quarterbacks.
I seen a thing that said Burrow and Mahomes has the making to be like the Brady Manning games. So far, it seems like Mahomes can't beat Burrow.
Right.
Mahomes is 3-0 again, or 0-3 against Burrow.
And he's what, 3-0 against Josh Allen.
Yeah. I know, that's crazy.
Now that's fire.
So it's like you don't want to see Burrow in the playoffs, but he'd rather see Josh Allen.
Next game, Chargers lose to the Raiders 20-27. I think we've talked about it before. I think the Chargers coach is on the hot seat. Raiders are another team that are hot as fuck right now. They're winning games when they need to.
They're turning it around. I like it. You know, that was a lot of people's pick to go mad far this season.
It's just gonna get real interesting real quick in the next 2-3 weeks.
And what's crazy is how bad they were to start the season.
Yeah.
They not out of the playoffs picture.
If they win their next two, it's like, damn.
Steelers are not out. Like, it's crazy. It's getting
facts.
I mean, they got to count on the Jets to lose a couple. I mean, the Jets are still 7-5.
Yeah.
And then
tough games.
We simply just got our games left, so Ashton will let you go first with your tie. Washington ties the Giants 20-20.
Man, not a tie.
You know, I count that as a loss in my book. Like, we beat ourselves that game.
You ain't lying.
You know, we gave Darius Slayton several shots back to back to make a play. He dropped a wide open 50-yard bomb in his hands.
Man, that was so bad.
Yeah, man, that was bad.
Went back to him the second play, positioned himself to be let out of bounds. Like,
yeah, that was bad. He's been
bro,
playing
you can't do that.
He's been playing well too.
We got, you know, Washington. I give them. There was probably a couple missed calls for them too, but it was nice to see Saquon. The good notes is it was nice to see Saquon finally have an explosive play or two again. He's been missing that the last couple weeks.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Kayvon get a sack again. He gets held a lot, you know, that don't get called. And he finally, we're starting to see him break through and add a sack to the category. Aziz being back is huge.
Yeah, you get a strip sack, right?
Right. Both his sacks this year are strip sacks. He's only played 3 games, but just his presence back there is crazy.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's going to be a dog for some years. I can see it.
You know, other than that, I don't really got much. I mean, it is what it is. That's what conservative play calling does to you, bro.
It shows you how competitive the NFC East is as well.
I think we can get them back next week. We'll see.
Now you guys should beat them. I think you're the better team. Next game, Isaac will do yours. Saints lose in the last minute to touchdown Tommy. 17-16.
That was fucking another disappointment. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. If any of you, especially you fucking Eagles fans, if you don't beat fucking Tom Brady in the playoffs this year, anybody in NFC, man, like it's just I don't know how the fuck we could just do that shit to him and nobody else can. It's crazy. But he made it happen. You fucking send pressure at him, lock up man, you could beat Tom Brady, but shit, I mean he be having his way with all these other teams. But I don't know. We'll see. He's still the Falcons are still behind him. We'll see how they go. Saints were just it's just all bad for us.
I blame your offense. Your defense was on the field a lot against Tom Brady. Your offense can't move the ball. Y'all started hot and you didn't do shit.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck is up with Kamara.
That's all year. It's just the offense, the whole offense, man. It's all year. The offense is just.
Olave, the only one bringing a spark.
Right.
Dennis Allen's bad. Dennis Allen's a bad coach, man. Next game.
We'll move to the Cowboys. Cowboys won 54-19 against the Colts. I don't gotta say much, bro. I've never seen 33 points in a fourth quarter. That shit is ridiculous. I left my boys' crib. It was 21-19. I'm in my car. I'm listening to the game. I get home. By the time I got home, it was like 34-19. By the time I got upstairs and turned the game on, that shit was like 42-19. I was going insane. Them boys were going crazy. And the biggest takeaway for me is a lot of the big plays in that game were rookies, young guys that getting opportunities because of injury. You know what I mean? So a downside to it is now we lost Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown. They're out for the season, so that's two vets in our secondary that are gone. So it's Kelvin Joseph, Deron Bland, and Nashawn Wright. Let's see what y'all and Trayvon Davis.
Bland balled the fuck out.
Bland is him.
Yeah.
Round pick? Are you kidding me? It makes me feel a little bit better about the Amari Cooper trade because that's what we got.
Did you see the video of Jason Garrett pregame saying that they're gonna win by 40, and he just smiled in the whole game? He's seen it coming.
No, the Colts started. They started hot. Like their defense, it was ranked top 5 going into that game. I believe. Don't fact check me on that. I'm not 100%, but I believe they were top 5 when I looked at it. And they started hot, but once Pollard and Zeke started leaning on him, and CD went crazy. Did you guys watch that game?
I did not.
I didn't finish it.
CD went absolutely crazy. He's developing into a superstar like right before our eyes. He's running people over. He's going in motion 17 times a fucking game. He took over the game. CD took over the game. We leaned on their defense, and then our defense just started going crazy.
NFL.
That's good. He needs to be the number 1 guy.
Yeah. Malik Hooker had a good day, so defense is still flying around. We still got J-Ron Malik and Donovan Wilson in the secondary to help the young guys, so we'll be all right.
Is Curse hurt?
Nah, Curse is fine. Yeah, Curse is fine.
No.
I mean, they're all banged up. Everybody's battling like light shit, but that's it for this week. Next topic I got is tight division races, which I'll pull up the division standings real quick. And who we think is going to win divisions.
NFC East Eagles. Just because of, they don't have that hard of a fucking schedule for real. And it's not their fault. They can only play who's on their schedule, but, I don't see them really losing many games to let the Cowboys catch up.
We got Texans, Jags the next 2 weeks, and then I think we got y'all.
Nah, we're done with y'all.
Oh yeah, we played y'all twice. That's right.
You got the Eagles.
Eagles on Christmas Eve, yeah. And then we have the Titans. Somebody else. Forget.
What's y'all record right now?
9-3. So essentially, we'd have to beat the Eagles, and they'd have to lose to another team.
Yeah.
I don't see the Eagles losing 4 games.
They don't got to lose 4 games. They got to lose 2.
Well, you got to beat them the second time around. So
yeah, we'd have to beat them, and then they'd have to lose another one because we have the tiebreaker over them. We'd have the better division record.
do you know who they play?
I don't. I can check real quick though. They got y'all, Bears, Cowboys. Hold on, let me pull up their full schedule.
They got us, Cowboys. Who?
We play them too.
We got y'all, the Bears, and the Cowboys.
We play them too on New Year's Day. Saints and
then
Eagles.
they got the Saints. Then they got the Saints. Then they got the Giants.
I don't see them. I see them just losing to the Cowboys. That's it.
2 divisional games against y'all. I think maybe y'all can catch them lacking once.
Because I think we can catch them once.
But
especially if they're like, fuck it, and they sit their starters that Week 18 game.
So I was reading earlier today because the Giants are money line this season. They are 7-1 when they are underdogs. When the money line is anywhere from plus 110 to plus 375 on the Giants. They were 7-1 in those games. They're saying that the trend is it might be smart to take the Giants on this one. But I don't see it. I think week 18, we might beat them.
A must-win game for y'all to get in the playoffs. They're already in. You know what I mean? I think y'all can get them week 18.
They're gonna have the first round bye if they win out. Even if they lose to y'all and don't lose again, they might have a first round bye.
Unless we win the division, then since they play
right
the lowest seed.
But come week 18, if it stays this close, the Eagles still won't be clinched completely. They'll have a playoff clinch, but they won't have a division clinch, so they won't be sitting guys.
Exactly.
So we'll see how it plays out, but I do strongly believe the Giants will catch them slipping one time.
I hope so. For my sake, I hope so. I don't see the Cowboys losing the rest of the year. Maybe to the Eagles. The Eagles might be our only out.
I said before the Eagles will beat them the first time, Cowboys will get them the second time. I'm sticking to it just by
I'm
how
sticking to that.
Just by how they're playing, Cowboys are getting, I mean, they're both playing good, but Cowboys are playing a little better, I think. I think they're going to beat them the second time.
Think about this. This is crazy to me because this is the first time I've ever seen this. Bro, we're literally ranked number 1 in almost every category possible on both sides of the ball.
Shane been preaching. Our offense is so different under Dak than it is with Cooper.
It is.
You're lucky Dak is proving you right now.
I'm telling you, bro. I've seen it every year. It's not even just this year. Dak has had like a top 5 offense every single year he's been in the league, and that's.
I think the last couple of years he's averaged over 31 a game.
Yeah, the last 3 years that Dak played, and mind you, in the last 4-year span, he missed a complete year because of the ankle. Not a complete year. He played like 3 games that year. But even in that year, we were averaging over 30 points per game. So even when Dak isn't having a great game, bro, the people to say that Dak is a game here, like I saw this on one of the podcasts. People like to call Dak a game manager. Last year to open the season, we lost the game. But the Bucs
not a game manager.
The Bucs shut our run down, bro. Dak completed like 34 or 40 passes, threw for 400 yards and like 5 touchdowns. He can do that. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to. I'll take if we're winning 52-19, I'll take a 19 for 30 stat line for 180 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Kidding me? Shit, that's all right to me. Do what you got to do, Dak. Win the games. Because the fact is, when 4 plays, the Cowboys win. When Dak isn't on the field, I don't know if we're gonna win the game. I don't care who our quarterback is.
Right.
If Micah goes down, bro, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I don't know what happens to this defense. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that division's still toss up for me. I don't know.
Like I think if something were to happen to Micah though, I think our defense can still stay top 15 just because we're deep. We're not going to be as explosive, but
you'll be missing that dog, but you got a bunch of pups right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think the worst game that I watched this year of Dak might have been Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I could get behind that. Nah. Worst game I watched of Dak is week 1.
Was week 1? That's week 1 though.
He looked terrible. He did look terrible. That's the one game where I was like, wow, Dak, you look absolutely horrendous right now.
You know, usually, and why I say against the Giants is because usually he don't struggle against them. His rookie season, when y'all was hot, we knocked him off week 1. Since then, that dude's been lights out against the Giants until Thanksgiving.
No, that's a fact, Justin. Yeah, no, that's a fact. Dak's been lights out against the division. That's why that's what I try to argue. How could you guys bet against Dak, bro? He is 26-5 against this division. Until y'all show me something otherwise, I'm not betting against Fuller.
Do I think I do slightly think he's not as good as some people say, but he's not as bad as other people say.
Yeah.
I could agree with that. I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's sitting right at 8. 7, 8, maybe
that's
9
fair.
in this context, you know what I mean? But you're not gonna name me 10 quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott. You're not.
No, that's fair. He's right around 7, 8. You're right. That's fair.
Look at his resume, bro. In his career, he's like 56 and like 33 or some shit like that. 57 and 33 now, probably.
No, Dak's very
You know what's
solid.
crazy too about Dak? I used to be the biggest Dak Prescott fan when he was in college.
Yes.
That man was running all over the field. He gets to the league. Now, I'll give him, he got that like bionic ankle almost.
When he first started, he was running crazy. He still can do it. Like, you see it.
But he had to switch his whole game around.
And he did.
Almost.
He did it, though.
It's because that's how the NFL wants it. They don't see these guys like.
There's no longevity in it. There really isn't, though.
Yeah, you're not gonna really be as successful trying to play like you did in college.
Bro, if you play in the NFL, if you play contact sports, football, if you play majority your entire life, a major injury is bound to happen.
And a lot of those games you win in college is just you're just pure, like they're just better than them skill wise. So like,
yeah. So I don't know if there's any NFL player that can sit there and say, "Nah, I never had a major injury in my career." You know what I mean?
Even if you haven't yet,
yeah, it's
coming.
Yeah. But the difference that makes the great ones from the average ones is how they respond to adversity. You know what I mean? That's why I fuck with Dak, bro. Think about how much adversity he's seen, bro. Motherfucker, like, he lost his mom at a young age. Then you got his brother killing himself mid-season, bro. Still balling out, leading your team to a winning record. You know what I mean? The shit he does for mental health, like, that's really him. And everybody talks about how they love Jalen Hurts and his leadership. This is why I compare them, bro. Listen to Dak talk and then listen to Jalen Hurts talk. They're literally mirrors of each other.
You know why people compare them? Because they compared him since the day Jalen Hurts was coming out the draft.
I said that, bro. Then people, like, I make this argument all the time, bro. Jalen Hurts is literally going to develop into Dak Prescott, and I'm going to laugh at you guys so much.
See, that's the thing. In college, they played a similar style of football.
Mm-hmm.
In the league, Jalen is definitely more mobile, but he's on the same track record.
Yeah, Dak was all the knocks I have on Jalen Hurts are all the same knocks I had on Dak, bro. Literally, Dak's first 2 years when me and my friends would have this debate, like, there was times when I would say Carson Wentz is, he might have the edge on Dak right now. He might have it. You know what I mean? His Dak's arm talent wasn't there. He would overthrow people. He didn't have the touch. But Dak got the touch now. And Dak's turnovers are literally him just giving his receivers a chance. It's not that he's making the wrong read. You know what I mean?
I never thought – the reason I always said Dak was better, and that's because Doug Peterson being in Philadelphia helped Carson out so much. And, Carson was balling, but that's what you would expect from a second overall pick. You're not expecting Dak Prescott coming in. What'd he come, the third or fourth?
Fourth.
Exactly. You're not expecting a 4th-round pick to come in and start balling.
In Dallas, bro. Dallas is the hardest place in the world to play quarterback.
That's when Tony Romo went down and Dak was forced into the starting spot, and the kid did not disappoint.
And that's what's crazy. And this also sold me on Dak when all that went on, because I listened to Michael Irvin say it. He literally said, like, when that happened and Dak threw his first touchdown pass, you saw the entire team go crazy. Everybody rallied around Dak. At that moment, you knew who your franchise quarterback was going forward. You know what I mean? And that's what Michael Irvin said. So I was like, the playmaker's saying this. This man knows what he's talking about. So I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying Dak's a world beater. If you guys want to talk to me about his playoff resume and him that way and winning playoff games, okay, I'll hear that. But you're not going to tell me
that's not all on him, though. And that's what fans don't understand.
Yeah. People that aren't real football fans and dive into it don't understand that. But if there's one argument out here, it's that one. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, to win playoff games in the NFL atmosphere against those teams, it's a team game, bro. Coaching, special teams, everything comes into play.
Coaching is probably the biggest part behind the scenes wise.
Exactly.
That goes on in a football game. And it's not that Dak is failing in the playoffs. His coaches are failing him. Mike McCarthy failed in the playoffs for Green Bay so many times, comes to y'all and does the exact same thing.
Exactly.
It's a fact, but it'll always look worse on the quarterback's resume
because he's the quarterback.
Yep, yeah. Because everybody's
coach Dallas Cowboys, bro. Y'all really don't understand. Dude, there's Cowboys fans that hate Dak Prescott. How the fuck are you a Cowboys fan and you hate Dak Prescott? What's wrong with you?
Bro, no, it's not like I said, it's not even like the coaches gotta take blame for it too, but it's just always gonna fall. I went through it so many years too with Breeze. Like, he always had, always going to the playoffs, not getting there, just not getting back to the Super Bowl after he won the first one. Like, but it was a lot. Sean Payton calling dumb shit in those playoff games where we could have won. Like, Minnesota Miracle. We could have won the Minnesota Miracle. I really to this day believe that if we would have beat Minnesota, we would have beat the Eagles and we would have went to the Super Bowl that year. That's how hot we were. But, coaching fucked us up. The following year, the no call, the Ram shit. Yeah, that was bad shit, but it was coaching in that game too that we could have been up by 2 possessions and that would have never even happened if it wasn't for coaching and, so it was like 3 years in a row we went out bad from coaching, like Sean Payton's decisions, like, so it wasn't always, and our defense always fucking balled.
Talking about coaching, bro, think about who Dak had to mentor him. Jason Garrett. Scott Linehan. And Kellen fucking Moore. The only time Dak's best season, I believe, was the only time that his quarterback coach was John Kitna, the only guy who actually probably knew how to play the fucking position out of all of them.
Other than the year he had Tony Romo, still on the roster with him, that was probably big for his development.
Yeah, well, Romo retired.
Remember he got hurt Dak's rookie year.
He got hurt in preseason week 4. Dak took over at week 1. It didn't happen in the season. Romo retired in week 2. And Romo's retirement, in his speech, he literally said, "This is Dak's team." You know what I mean? So it's like, that told me everything I needed to know. That told me everything I needed to know about his leadership, the type of dude he was. And like I said, if y'all really want to hate on Dak Prescott, take 10 minutes and listen to a Dak Prescott interview. There's so many times when that shit's not even on him and he's like, "I'll take it. It's on the chin. It's on me." You know what I mean? I'm the leader of this team, blah, blah, blah. I love Dak.
And that's what he should do as a quarterback. But even if it's not their fault, the quarterback is going to take blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say this is why the Cowboys are so dangerous, because this is the first year Kellen Moore is actually calling good games.
And then there's situations where a lot of these, quarterbacks are looking really good because of the coaching and their calls and shit. Like, sometimes the coaches don't get credit. Like, there's a lot of teams that really look good, like, because of the coaching staff, for real.
A lot of people that talk shit on Dak are literally just because they hate the Cowboys. They don't actually sit there and watch the game and actually realize, who Dak is as a quarterback.
It's crazy because y'all ball like this, but I still feel like y'all be better with a better OC.
No, that's a fact. And a lot of those seasons where Kellen Moore was still getting his feet wet, that's Dak, bro.
Yeah, so
it doesn't matter if it's Dak or not.
We run the ball 12 times, bro, and they force Dak to throw the ball 40, 50 times, and we win those games. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody that plays quarterback is going to get the hate.
Absolutely. Imagine being Quincy Carter in Dallas. That motherfucker probably got fucking death threats.
Yeah. It's just that position. Yeah, I agree.
And it's the team. It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us. I understand.
Let's go to the next division, though.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me pull it up.
NFC. Let's go through the easy ones real quick.
The easy ones?
Yeah.
Well, let me pull it up so I can read it off and pay attention to it.
Close ones for last. Close, real tight divisions.
All right. Well, as of right now, the easiest one is probably the Titans. They're 7-5. The rest of their division sucks.
Yeah,
that whole division sucks.
Yeah, it's the NFC South.
Yeah, Titans got that.
The next team with the biggest lead would probably, I would say, the Chiefs in the AFC West. But the Raiders are hot. But there's no way the Raiders win the division. They'll make a wild card spot. But the Chiefs got that division locked.
Definitely gonna win that division. But the Chargers and Raiders will battle for a spot in the playoffs, I think.
I agree.
We were all talking last week saying the Chargers are going to get in. I think it might be the Raiders.
I agree. I did not expect them to look like this. I think we were saying that like before, like right after Josh Jacobs went crazy and shit. Like,
did they play twice already, or they still have another?
Here's the crazy thing. I think there's only 3 teams or 2 teams eliminated from playoffs right now, and that is the Broncos and the Bears.
Wow, that's crazy. One from each side.
They both have 3 wins.
We still got a chance. That's horrible.
So
this late in the season too, that's something that's not normal for the NFL.
Another one, yeah, it's facts. Another one too, that's pretty much locked up is the Vikings at 10-2 over the NFC North. But they do have the Packers and Lions in the hunt, and they're both playing good football.
Yeah, Vikings got that.
Yeah, Vikings
Minnesota got that one. But I think Green Bay will push for second in that division.
I think so too. I think they might make playoffs.
They might get that seed in, or
the Giants or Washington slip up, the Packers might make playoffs.
That tie made it a lot harder for the Giants to make it.
I know.
Yeah.
Seahawks win hurt y'all bad. All right, so we'll go to probably the hardest division to predict, and that's probably the most fucking average division in football, the NFC South. You got the Bucks leading it at 6-6.
I got the Bucks, man.
Falcons in second place at 5-8, and then the Panthers and Saints at 4-8 and 4-9.
What's the Bucks record?
6-6.
I'm gonna give it to the Bucks.
I agree.
Yeah. The Bucks are gonna take it. That was our chance there when we just lost. So yeah.
We'll move to the NFC West, and you got the Niners winning that at 8-4, but the Seahawks are at 7-5, and the Rams are probably eliminated from playoffs too. They're 3-9. I just saw that, but the Cardinals are 4-8. They're still in the hunt, but I doubt the Cardinals make it.
The 49ers finished winning that division. Seahawks, they finish strong. They get a spot.
I think the Seahawks keep it close for the mere fact Jimmy G is out. Purdy's going to lose some games. You know what I mean? So there's going to be growing pains with a rookie. It's not going to be all fucking rainbows and sunshine. So
what I think is,
I think they're still.
I think the 49ers can win it, but because of Jimmy G being out, they might slide. Seahawks might get the division, but 49ers coming to the playoffs, still going to be a scary team to see.
Absolutely. I don't want to see the 49ers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then we touched on the NFC East. We'll move to the AFC North. You got the Ravens at 8-4, the Bengals at 8-4, and the Browns with Deshaun Watson at 5-5, and the Steelers are 5-7, and the Steelers at 5-7.
I'm going Bengals on that one.
I gotta agree.
Cincy, yeah.
Jamar's back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lamar's out. The Ravens, I don't care how good Tyler Huntley is. I'm one of his biggest fans, but the man is not. He's going into the same situation Lamar had to deal with. The O-line's shitty. Their receivers are dropping passes like crazy.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals win like 12, 13 games. I think you'll see the Ravens at like 10, 11.
The Bengals are hot. They just knocked off the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That's their division.
Bengals are, yeah, I agree. I think the Browns and Steelers could both make a play for a wild card spot too, especially if the Ravens start losing a lot of games.
If the Steelers going to run.
And then probably the equivalent to the NFC East and the AFC, you got the AFC East with the Bills at 9-3, the Dolphins at 8-4, the Jets at 7-5, and the Patriots at 6-6.
Damn, that one's tough.
Do the Dolphins and Bills play again?
Let me see.
I think they only played once.
They do play, I believe, in 2 weeks. They play week 15.
Oh, wow.
Give me the Dolphins.
The Fins? You taking the Fins? I got to go Bills. That's a safe pick.
I would say Bills, but, you know, you can see Josh Allen's arm is killing him, dude.
That's true. That is true. I think the Jets are locked for a while. I think the Jets are a lock for a wild card.
See, the thing with the Bills is Josh Allen is still nice. He's still a top quarterback with his elbow the way it is, but you could see it in his mechanics and his accuracy. It's bothering him.
Yeah, he don't got the boom that he always had.
Yeah, I'm going with Dolphins.
So that actually leads right into the next topic. The MVP finalists have not necessarily finalists, but the front runners right now were released. It's Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Tua.
Man.
Just because of the season he had, I'm going to go with Hurts. You could make an argument for Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I have to go with Hurts. It's not just about passing touchdowns, no doubt that's a quarterback. That's a quarterback award, but you got to take into effect all of Hurts rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Total touchdowns matter, bro.
Mahomes,
I think
points
just
matter.
running and passing, I think he's up there still with Mahomes in touchdowns right now.
Fact. Pat Mahomes is snapping. I think the only way Joe Burrow closes the gap is if he has 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdown games, which is very possible with Joe Burrow in that offense. I think Tua, because of the media and the fans love Tua. He's number 1 in Pro Bowl voting right now. I think Tua could snag it away if he has a couple crazy fucking games at the end. But I think right now Jalen Hurts is probably the front runner in the pick.
I would love for Tua to win it, only for the fact, his coaching staff last year hated him, and they weren't shy of saying it.
Facts.
And the way that he's turning around this year, Mike McDaniels is the best thing to happen to Tua.
Yeah, I saw some shit where Mike McDaniels got there and showed him a clip for it was a 20-minute long clip of Tua being good. You know what I mean? To remind him.
He put 900 plays of him.
Yeah.
In a video to show him how good he was. Because Tua came out and said he was in the mirror asking himself if he was built for this.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike McDaniels, regained his confidence, and you can see it.
He's like a man of faith and shit, so he's locked the fuck in.
He didn't even know if he was dope.
If somebody steals it from Jalen, I think it's either going to be Pat or Tua.
Yeah, I think Pat Mahomes will steal it for anybody.
Tua's brother about to come in the NFL next year.
Yeah, I know. Did he declare?
I don't know, but I think it's leaning that way.
Lord. But yeah, no, I would agree. Jalen's probably the clear cut front runner right now, especially if the Eagles win out. If the Eagles win out, they beat the Cowboys. I think it's a lock. You might as well just hand it to them.
You know what they say about them teams that are regular season winners? They don't usually walk away with the championship at the end.
That is a fact, unless the name's Tom Brady. The next topic I have, which we'll just touch on quick, is Baker to the Rams and where we think OBJ is actually going to land. So
Baker to the Rams surprised me.
Yeah, that surprised me too. But he has the chance to. I'm hearing he might play Thursday, tomorrow.
That's a short week for him, man. I could see it if it's like a shortened playing game plan. Give him a couple plays. Let's roll with it.
Right, Baker plays terrible though. On like 2 days' notice, people are gonna be like, "Baker's terrible. He sucks. He's gonna get all the blame for it."
Right. I felt, and I don't know how Isaac feels about this, but I felt either New Orleans or the 49ers were the best fit for him.
Sean was like, no. I said, shit, but how our quarterbacks are playing anyways, might as well. It's just to get a look. Give our guys an idea. It's not like we're going to go into next season rolling with any of these guys anyway.
Right. It's like for the rest of the year.
Yeah, gotta bring him a cup of coffee.
Basically an audition to see what he can do. If we could revive Baker, then maybe he get a chance next year.
I feel like New Orleans was a good fit only due to the fact coming out, he was compared to Drew Brees' play style. You know, he's the same size. Everything. I mean,
what he had. I still stand by that. I'd rather Winston.
You know, the Browns, in my opinion, did Baker so dirty, telling him they're not trading for Watson. A week later, trading for Watson. He asked for a trade. They say they're not trading him. They trade him.
Did him wrong. People realize there's a mental part of the game too. There's a lot that Baker's going through. I think
they played with his mentals, bro. And
my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. I'm good.
I was just gonna say, if you really watch Baker play like before his injury with the Browns, the season before he got traded, and even through his injury, Baker wasn't playing bad. He had like a torn labrum, and that motherfucker was still playing. And before that, if you look at his games before that, the OBJ season where OBJ went crazy when fucking he was saying he wasn't getting the ball, Baker still led that team to the playoffs. They beat 11-3 Steelers team or 11-4, whatever they were. 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Baker's not.
Now that clip OBJ's dad made. You know, yeah, he was missing OBJ, but what quarterback doesn't miss an open receiver a game?
Facts. You saw Tom Brady in the Saints game. I was watching it with Isaac and Sean. You saw him throw a ball to Julio where Mike Evans was literally running wide open, and that's everybody's GOAT. So,
a lot of people, you know, Baker's not the best quarterback in the league. He's not close to it, but he's serviceable, and him missing an open receiver, oh well, bro. That's not he's not a down the field passer. You know what I mean? He's the short to mid level.
That's who we kind of are, and then we'll take.
What I like about Baker is he's a dog. Like Baker's really a dog. He'll run your middle.
He has the mentality.
Yeah, he'll run your middle linebacker over and laugh about it. You know what I mean? So. But they took that shit away from him. That they killed his mentality. They took that shit away from him. On OBJ, I heard the Cowboys definitely didn't offer him. The Cowboys
didn't.
The Cowboys aren't a landing spot anymore. I don't think after listening to Jerry Jones talk and everything like that. The only reason it would make sense for OBJ to come to Dallas is if he plays this season. And signs are pointing that it wouldn't make sense for him to play. The Giants are getting grass next year. I think OBJ sits out this year. The team that makes sense for OBJ to go to, if the Giants, a team that's most likely going to draft another receiver. Now you got your mentor. You get Kenny Golladay out the fucking building.
He's cut after this year.
Yeah, so I think the Giants makes the most sense just for OBJ's career track. But
It's gonna come. All that Eagles smoke that's going on right now. His visits are done. He went home. He's talking to his family about what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
The decision's gonna be made this week.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Dallas is not out of the picture, but OBJ is gonna be. I think he's gonna be pushed to play before it's too soon, and I don't think he makes that decision.
Buffalo offered him a prove-it deal. The Giants offered him the deal he wants.
With people he knows.
With people he knows. He knows the city. Like it's a fit, man. And and I think the Giants are the only team that doesn't care if he plays this year.
Facts. Odell was
because they'd rather secure him now and get him ready for next year, get him in the building, learn the offense, get your knee right. Let's get it going. Instead of having to go out, this free agency is not a good wide receiver free agency.
Facts.
The draft is it's slimming down because of the transfer portal. Everyone's going back to school.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to find that dog. Might as well secure it now.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, though, somebody who to watch out for in this year's draft, that boy Josh Downs from UNC. He is him.
I like Josh Downs.
He is him.
He's him.
And that's why I say it don't make sense for the Cowboys, too, because if Odell's not playing this season, your receivers have stepped back up. Michael Gallup is starting to look like Michael Gallup. I don't know if you've seen Michael Gallup. He had 2 yardties, mossing people and shit again. So I think MG's back. I think the mental block is gone about the knee. Now we got James Washington, who came back to practice literally today. So let's see what he does. You know what I mean? You got Jalen Tolbert, who you drafted in the 3rd round. You got Kevontae Turpin. For the love of God, throw the guy a deep ball once. Like, I want to see what happens. You know what I mean?
I want to see him part of that offense, period.
Yeah. He gets touches here and there, but, like, I think with Kellen Moore has this weird thing where he likes to keep his, like, bag of tricks in his back pocket until, like, playoff games, and then he pulls all this random shit out of nowhere, and that's why we lose.
Turpin would be crazy in the screen game.
Ridiculous. Just get maybe 2. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Just 2-3 screens a game. Just get him in open field.
Get him a little drag right behind the D line real quick.
Yeah,
nobody
get CD moving. Get
he got
feel. Get Turpin coming back the opposite way. You put CD and Pollard to one side of the field and have Turpin coming back the opposite way. Whole defense is gonna flow. Turpin's gone.
I like Turpin.
Yeah,
I'm glad
he's gonna be big.
I'm glad the NFL gave him a shot. It sucks to be the Cowboys, but
he's good.
Hey, I'm glad he made it.
He's good. I fuck with his like story. You know what I mean? Obviously, we all live like the story that he lived. Fucking, he made it, bro. He really tweeted his life into existence. You know what I mean? I don't think he's anything crazy. I mean, like I know that he has like more explosion in him. We haven't really gotten to see anything crazy yet, but you see glimpses. You know what I mean? Once he figures this shit out, he's gonna be very, very dangerous in the return game for a long time.
Yeah, what'd he tweet? He said, if the NFL gives me a shot, I promise I'll lead the league in return yards.
Yeah, he said I'll flip the league upside down.
He got the makeup to do it.
I think he is leading the league in return yards. I think the only person that was close to him was Devin Duvernay.
That's tough for the kid.
But, that's really all I got. I think Baker goes to New York.
You think who goes to New York?
Not Baker, my bad. OBJ.
Yeah.
Now, what you think about the just a topic? What you think about the Patrick Peterson comments on Kyler?
I think it was weird for Patrick Peterson to come out of nowhere and say that shit. I think it was weird for them to even be asking Patrick Peterson that at all. But at the same time, there's probably truth in the statement. I don't think Kyler, like, if you watch Hard Knocks, Kyler does like get along with his teammates, but I do feel like there's probably people on that team that don't fuck with Kyler.
I heard right before this, I hopped on. I was watching LaShawn McCoy talk about it, and LaShawn McCoy said, and I agree with him. You watch a Cardinals game. Kyler Murray makes a bad pass. You see it in his body language. He's blaming everybody else, but it's his fault. That's your ball you threw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he blaming everybody else but himself. He's also in his contract. You're paying this man so much money. You got to put in the contract to be your quarterback that he got to watch film. Should tell you something about that player. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Your quarterback needs to watch film. Like, come on, man.
That's crazy.
As a quarterback, you almost a coach.
That's crazy.
You almost automatically know that you have to do that. Like.
Colt McCoy being there, fucking loving life.
Yo, Colt McCoy, bro. I love that man, bro.
He's a vet's vet, man.
He's a great backup to have.
Oh yeah.
Agree. All right, y'all want to roll into next week's pick'ems?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Pull it up. And then that's all we got. We're gonna have a shortened show. Hopefully, everybody's back on next week.
Yeah, everybody was dropping out last minute.
Yeah, everybody had shit to do. It is what it is. We still here.
Hey, life is life.
Yeah. You know what it is. So first up, Thursday night, tomorrow, we got Raiders, Rams.
You got to take the Raiders on that one.
Yeah, I'm taking. I got Raiders 27-13.
Got Raiders.
Yeah, I can't see the Rams winning that one. Even if Baker does play, you can't expect much from him.
It'd be crazy if Baker has a comeback, throws like 4 touchdowns, the Rams win like 34-13 or some shit. But yeah, next game we got. This is gonna be a good game. I think it might be closer than people think. We got Jets, Buffalo.
Jets beat them the first round. Buffalo got them the second round.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Buffalo 31-24. That's what I got. Then next you got Cleveland, Deshaun Watson playing arguably the hottest team in football, the Bengals. Hard team to play. You don't keep up with that offense. I'm sorry, Deshaun.
It's going to be an ugly game for Deshaun.
Yeah, he might throw 3 picks. They might lose by 30.
I'm calling it now. Jesse Bates gets 2 of them things.
Mm-hmm. Bengals by 30. Next game, you got Houston at Dallas. Y'all know where I'm going.
Dallas.
I'm going with you, but I think I do like Houston's matchup kind of defensively.
We'll see.
They do have a good pass defense.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like not talking crazy. I do see us winning by 20.
No, y'all gonna kill them.
20 plus, 20 to 30 plus at the very least.
Y'all gonna kill them. But pass defensive wise, they got some dogs over there. But y'all gonna run the yard on them.
I don't think Dak throws more than 24 times.
He won't have to.
Exactly. I think the defense might have 3 touchdowns in this game.
Trayvon gonna feast on that.
He needs one. He's got 3 this year.
I've heard some people talking about Trayvon not producing like he was. People aren't throwing to him. That's the thing.
They're scared, bro. He got beat one time, like actually beat one time or 2 times. I'll say 2 times. He got beat by Cooper Kupp on a drag. I don't give a fuck who you are. Cooper Kupp probably gonna beat you on a fucking drag. Problem is,
Trayvon Diggs this year is a way better corner than he was last year, minus the picks.
Night and day. Look at his resume, bro. AJ Brown, 11 yards. Justin Jefferson, like 8 yards. Jamar Chase, 18 yards. Come on now. Terry McLaurin, like 10 yards. How do you dispute that?
He's proved himself this year, man. Fuck with it.
I got Cowboys 44-17. Not even 13. 44-13.
Texans will get 2 field goals.
44-6. Wouldn't be the first time the Cowboys did that. I'm just gonna say that. But next we got Vikings versus Detroit. Big game. It's at 1 o'clock. It's at 1 o'clock.
I got the upset, man.
I'm taking the upset too.
Kirk at 1 o'clock. I got the Vikings.
I got the upset. Fuck yeah.
I definitely got the upset.
These motherfuckers could score, man.
Dude, Kirk at 1 o'clock. I'm not betting against it. I got Kirk.
Their defense is getting better though.
Yo, Jeff Okudah. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the secondary on Detroit, but Jeff Okudah is locks.
That boy can tackle for a corner, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And that Jeff Okudah, Justin Jefferson can get the best of them here and there, but them two are gonna go at it.
They're just young, but they're getting it going now. Yeah, they're figuring out how to play with each other.
And I like that James Houston kid, 6th round pick. He's only played 2 games this year. First game he had 2 sacks. Second game he had 1. 6th round pick rookie, man, for Detroit, balling.
My boy Rodrigo's snapping. And my boy Anzalone is a captain over there running that defense. He's an anchor of that defense.
Malcolm Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodrigo's nice. But Anzalone's nice. He don't get talked about.
Yeah, man. He went over there with Campbell, man, and he's been their anchor for their defense, man.
Yeah, Anzalone's nice.
And Aiden Hutchinson, bro. The Vikings have been missing their top offensive tackle all season. Aiden Hutchinson is going to go crazy.
He's a freak. I didn't think he was. I knew he was good. I didn't think he was that good, though. Like, I knew, bro, I don't know. That kid's going to be a superstar.
I eat my words, bro.
Parsons,
I thought Aiden Hutchinson was going to be a bust.
Me too. Like, he just looked mad stiff, right?
Right. Stiff as shit. I was like, bro, this dude, he was nice in college. Everybody nice in college, bro.
He's strong as shit, man.
He looked mad stiff. That motherfucker, bro, he's getting picks and shit. He's in there. He's gonna get a top tier pass rusher.
He looked like a young JJ, man.
Bro, dude's tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll be up in that top tier. Next game, a lot of y'all were talking and asking about this, so we'll jump right into it. Ashton is Eagles in New York. First time around. We talked about it earlier. You said you think the Eagles get you guys this time, but we'll let you
do. I think the first half will be a close game. Third, it'll still be there, but it's going to start getting out of reach. I don't think it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be – I'll get the Eagles an 18-point win.
You see that? Yeah, I'm going to go Eagles too. I can see I'm going to go 28-13. It's probably 17-13 going into the fourth.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. If the Eagles can stop Saquon Barkley and the Daniel Jones running, it's clips.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
Isaac, who you got?
I got Eagles this one. Giants could probably get them the next one, but this one the Eagles gonna get it.
Yo, Pito.
What up?
You're a Giants fan. Who you got in this one?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I think Eagles could probably pull this one off because we got a couple of defensive players hurt. It's like Adoree Jackson is a big part of our defense, and he's hurt, so that's kind of killing us, I'd say.
Is he out for the season?
Let me add to what he just said. Adoree Jackson and Xavier McKinney don't come back till next week when we see Washington again.
Oh, so yeah, that gives y'all a better advantage the next time y'all play Eagles. That's why I think y'all can beat the Eagles the second time around. Y'all
gonna play 2-3 playoff games before you get into the playoffs. It's gonna make your team dangerous. All those games are gonna be playoff games to end the season. Divisional games too. You guys,
don't sleep on that kid Isaiah Hodgins, bro.
He was snapping. I tried to pick him up in fantasy. Someone snagged him.
The Giants always play good in these late months. I don't know, man. It's just always a thing. They just always play good in the late months.
Gonna be a good game.
Let's see.
Next up, we got Baltimore at Pittsburgh. This is a huge game.
I'm taking Pittsburgh on this one.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh pulling it off.
I'm taking Pittsburgh too. Yeah. It's gonna be like
I just don't see it.
it's gonna be like 17-13, bro.
Nah, I don't even think it's gonna be like a dog fight. Like I think Pittsburgh maybe wins by like 10, at least.
You think?
Yeah.
The only thing I want to see in this game is George Pickens finally snap off.
I could see a defensive touchdown.
Yo, I don't know how they don't utilize George Pickens. That's crazy to me because
One catch for 2 yards last week, bro.
I had George
That's ridiculous.
Pickens as like the number one receiver in this draft class.
TJ's gonna get his first like touchdown. Watch him get like a strip fucking sack watch him get a defensive touchdown. Like they're gonna really start getting it going.
I think Pat Fryermuth's gonna go off.
Yeah. Yes, ever since Pickett came back, he's been getting him involved. And he wasn't involved in the beginning of the year. I was fucking mad because I was like, yo, Moose a beast, what's going on? So now Pickett likes him, so I like that. But you got to know what you got, man. He knows what he got. He knows he got George Pickens. He knows he got Fryermuth.
Next
Deontay
game,
Johnson.
Yeah, no.
But they got pieces, bro.
You gotta get Deontay Johnson the ball too.
They definitely do, man. They got the pieces.
But next game, I think will probably be unanimous as well. We got Jags against the Titans. Division game, but I got the Titans. Titans are too good for them. And Derrick Henry against the Jags.
You know if Tannehill's playing?
I don't know. That's a big key.
I don't know. They're both coming off of a loss. It's a division game. It's probably be closer and tougher than you think. I don't know.
Jacksonville plays the division very tough.
Yeah.
And that's why I say this. If Ryan Tannehill is not playing, I'm going with Jacksonville because Jacksonville.
Going Jacksonville too. Facts.
Jacksonville plays their division. It don't matter if they lose every game in the season. Like that's not division. They win in division games.
Jacksonville actually. I mean, like not Jacksonville.
They whooped the ass last year too.
Trevor Lawrence actually plays really good off of a loss. He's not really that bad. Like
Trevor Lawrence is a nice quarterback. Like
you won't see him stink it up like back-to-back weeks.
Doug Peterson is going to be great for him, bro.
And wait, I can't wait. I know it's still this season, but I can't wait to see Calvin Ridley with him.
Oh man, I know that's going to be nice.
People forget.
And with Christian Kirk.
Calvin Ridley's a top 5 red zone receiver. He might be number 1 in the red zone when he was playing.
Yep.
They got Kirk, Etienne, Ridley. That's going to be nasty, dude.
Yeah, man. They're all right.
If they re-sign Evan Ingram, who knows?
I was going to say, Evan Ingram's all right, man.
Yo, he got a lot of hate in New York, bro, but he's not that bad.
Yeah, he's not. He's good. He's a good tight end. I like him. It's not everybody could block, bro, but it's not that easy. Like, and a lot of guys are, it's either you're a down the field vertical tight end or you're a blocker. It's hard to find one that could do it all. That's why the ones who could do it all are the elite ones. Like
Sean said that, and they have a high draft pick. They draft the top receiver with it. That's a dirty offense already. They don't even need.
Yo, give them. Imagine they get Quentin Johnson from TCU.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
he's nice. He's nice. They do need like a true outside receiver. They got a bunch of slots.
They need a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So next game is probably a landslide as well. We got Kansas City versus Denver. Everybody's taking Kansas City in that one. I don't think we got to say much.
Fuck yeah.
Might hold Kansas City to like 20 points because that defense is for real. But
hell no, man. They're gonna run it up. Fuck that.
They're gonna score 27.
Denver's defense is legit though.
Yeah, they are.
Pat Surtain is him.
But they're gonna punt it. They're gonna be punting that shit so much. They're gonna get the ball back so much.
Nah, the Broncos are fucking terrible. I hope they just start punching on Russell Wilson one day.
After the season, they're gonna jump him.
Yeah.
They said, "Let's ride, motherfucker."
They're gonna take him somewhere, act like they're gonna hang out. They're gonna drive him somewhere secluded and just beat the fuck out of him.
Right. Somewhere in the fucking boonies out there.
Somewhere on the top of the fucking Rocky Mountains. No one gonna be able to hear him. He's just gonna get his
Right.
Mhm. Next game, we got Carolina at Seattle. I think this is gonna be a good game.
Carolina, Seattle.
I
Yeah,
got Seattle though. It'll
I
be
like Carolina with Darnold. I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm liking Carolina for the upset, but I am gonna take the Seahawks.
yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks on this one. But
I said that too. I like Darnold with him. They play better with Darnold. I think that.
yo, a lot of people sleep on Darnold, but last year, I know this is last year, but he started that team 5-0
Yeah,
until he got hurt.
By the
yeah,
Cowboys.
he was good. They beat us the second game of the season. They were good. Yeah.
They are a tough squad. They're young, but they're tough.
Mm-hmm. J.C. Horn is him.
Dude,
Their defense
J.C.
is
Horn.
good. Yeah, their defense is good. Brian Burns is good and shit.
Brian Burns is tough. They got Derek Brown.
Yeah, they got some
Derek
tough
Brown's
guys.
a beast, bro. I think he's a top 5 run defender in the league right now.
Shaq Thompson been like a solid linebacker for them for a while.
Shaq Thompson, bro. It's hard to find a linebacker to cover.
Yeah, he's been solid for them for a while.
Matt said, "Can you go over the Eagles game and what you guys said quick, Shane? I missed it." We pretty much said that the Eagles are gonna win this one. The Giants have a lot of people banged up. Ashton pretty much said it'll probably be close into the third, and then you guys will probably run away with it, and they won't really be able to keep up. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, man. Relax. The Eagles will win that.
I'm sure back, Sean. The Panthers aren't as bad as people say. They're a few pieces away. They're like Ashton said. They're just young.
I want to see that Matt Corral kid before they really go out and get a quarterback.
Yeah, I was high on Matt Corral.
I think he'll have to develop his arm a little bit, but I do think Matt Corral could bring a spark to that team.
I think because of the aspect of Corral, I don't even think they go quarterback in the first round. I think they go position player, and then they'll draft quarterback, but it'll be competition over there.
I feel like they will draft a quarterback due to the fact that it is a very deep quarterback draft. But
that's why I think we could still find one without even having this first round pick.
But I don't think they take one first round. I think Anthony Richardson slides to the second. They take a Cam Newton prototype and ride with it.
Okay. Who are you thinking, though?
Anthony Richardson from Florida.
Who you think we should get that fits us?
The third pick? You think they go with Anthony Richardson with the third pick?
In the second round, I don't think he gets out the second. I seen rumors he gonna slide because of his production in college, but the dude is gonna get drafted off of potential.
No, yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize you were talking about the second round.
Yeah, the second round. He not gonna slide in the. He's not making it in the first. He's gonna be going in the second though.
Yeah. But next game, I think this is another huge game. I think it's going to be a good game, probably very low scoring. This is probably going to be like a 21-20 game, like 17-20. You got Tampa Bay at San Francisco. Appreciate you, Matt.
You know, just for the storyline, I want to see Purdy knock off Tom Brady.
That'd be fire.
I still got San Fran. I still think they'll find a way, and they're gonna do it.
Defense is too tough.
I agree.
And because the Bucks could still fucking take a loss and still win that division.
Nick Bosa is gonna be on Tom's ass, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck him up. No,
I don't know if it's gonna be Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa's got to play against Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs has been banged up.
He's hurt.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bosa's the defensive player of the year right now, and I'm saying that, and I got Michael Parsons. You know what I mean?
That's big that Wirfs is out then, because that line is gonna eat.
Yeah.
Spit said he got Niners 16-17.
Who said that?
Spit.
I agree with him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good score.
I think 2015 though.
I think Niners pull it off.
Next game I see being a shootout. I think this game could probably have over 50 points combined scored, and that's Dolphins versus the Chargers. It's the primetime game.
Yeah, I got Dolphins. A high scoring game. But I think Dolphins is going to get too much pressure on Herbert, though.
I think the Dolphins will pull this one out. I do think it's going to be really close, but I think the Dolphins pull it out.
I agree. I think the final score will be like 31-28.
34-32.
That's a shootout. I hope I'm watching that game. They staying out west. It's at Chargers. Spit.
That don't matter.
You said that's prime time, that Sunday night?
Yeah. And then Monday night, you got New England versus Arizona. Must-win game for New England. I think this is one that Arizona could steal, though.
I like that. What is it, Marcus Jones?
I got.
Their corner, the Patriots corner.
Yeah.
Now he's playing in the slot too.
Yeah, he's legit.
I got New England pulling this off.
Marcus Jones just got a fucking screen pass thrown to him to the house last week.
Yeah, Marcus Jones is nice.
And he played corner. That's crazy.
Yeah, who say defense players can't play offense? You know?
And he might be one of the best kick returners in the league.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. He's just an athlete.
That's a fact. Now he's good too, wasn't he? He was. When did they draft him? He was like a 3rd, 4th round pick.
It was this year.
Yeah, I know that, but he was a later pick, right?
Yeah, he was a late pick.
That's
late pick or undrafted. I don't know exactly where, but
this might be the best rookie class I've seen in a while, bro. This rookie class is going crazy.
I think this is the best rookie class since the 14 class.
14 class was stacked too.
Everybody in the 14 class is still snapping.
Yeah.
Sean said that he thinks the Chargers defense is going to struggle to cover Miami's offense, which is facts.
I think so too. I think
the Chargers defense, they were supposed to be nice in the beginning of the season on paper, they lost Joey Bosa, and J.C. Jackson's been out for the whole year.
Yep.
They're not keeping up with it.
Asante Samuel Jr. is banged up.
And see, the thing is, the only reason I think Miami doesn't blow them out is because Miami's secondary is terrible.
It's a fact. That is a fact.
Xavier Howard hasn't been living up to the hype this year.
Byron Jones is always hurt.
Byron Jones is hurt. Javon Holland is a dog.
He's nice.
But, I mean, when you got to have him shadowing the other corner the whole time to help him out, it hurts, yo. You need him back there, Roman.
Facts. Chargers are a good team, though. I think
Keenan Allen's gonna have a good game.
They're gonna compete against most teams. They've been like Sean actually just said it. The Chargers have been banged up the whole year. Keenan Allen missed 9 weeks. Mike Williams been banged up. The thing I have on the Chargers, they gotta run the fucking ball, man. They're making Justin Herbert do too much.
Yo, and what's crazy is Eckler can run the fucking ball.
I know.
They just don't do it.
I don't know why. But that's all I got, fellas. If you got anything else, we can touch on it. But
no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's all I got. Isaac, you got anything?
Nah, man.
All right, that's all we got. The next couple of weeks are going to be spicy in the NFL. If you guys got anything to say, post it in the page. Anybody wants to hop on the shows going forward, let us know. We should have the full panel back next week, hopefully. Life happens, so we'll move forward as always. If it's just me on here, it's just me on here. If everybody hops on, everybody hops on. That's the vibe. Like, subscribe, and share, and we out.
See ya.